Hi, I'm Dr. Branyan with New Hope Unlimited. Thanks for joining me again. This is going to be part 3 of the difference in remission and cure. We've talked about the difference in how the United States did it in the old days, how the United States is doing it now, and this part I want to talk to you about how New Hope Unlimited does it. So, when patients come to us and they become our patients, we love science, we love black and white, so that's saying we love to know what goes on with our patients when they go home. When they leave us, we like to believe that they still belong to us because they're part of our family. And you can talk to any of our patients and they'll explain that part to you. We all do love our people. But when they go home, we believe in still connecting. We'll have our nurse, our doctors, will be calling once a week for a while, and then it goes on out. But we also like blood work. We'll tell them when to get blood work, and usually it's a month after they go home. However, that can change. Everybody's different. Everybody's got a different diagnosis, so it depends on that patient. But let's say it's a patient who is doing very well. So we may just get the blood work once a month. And that blood work will be a complete blood count and a chemistry screen, because we still want to make sure those kidneys and the liver's doing, and all the bodily functions that keep us alive. We want to make sure those are still doing very good. Now, we also will do the tumor marker, whichever tumor marker is associated with that patient's disease problem. We do believe in tumor markers. We're going to talk about tumor markers on another video coming up real soon. And then we do believe in doing x-rays. Now, nobody wants x-rays, and we don't want them either. But we do want to make sure that something's not sneaking up, and we want to make sure that patients going in the right direction toward remission, cure. So we do believe in x-rays, but not constantly, and we're going to talk about x-rays on another video also. So we like keeping up. In fact, that's the only way we know whether we're doing good or bad. So we have to keep that patient under our wing in order to know what's happening. Now, so when that patient has a bad blood work or is not feeling well, then we need to start thinking what's going on. So we have to maybe change some things. But now let's say that patient's blood work is doing great, and they've gotten blood work every month for months, and they've gotten their x-ray. We don't do x-rays every month, only when needed or when it's time to see what's really going on. We don't want to be walking in dark and working in the dark. You can't afford that with abnormal cells that don't know the difference in day and night, and whether you're sleeping or on vacation or what. They don't listen to us sometimes. So we have to keep track of them. But when all has been done wonderfully, and that patient's blood work and the x-rays, whether it's an MRI, CT, PET scan, whatever it is that's being used, it comes back completely clean, then that's when we say the patient's in remission. We don't wait and see. If it's still there but not growing, but still there, we don't classify that as remission, because it can rear up its ugly head at any moment. So we don't believe in that. So remission is when there is no cancer detected by way of lab work and x-rays. Now, if someone with us is in remission all through the years, and believe me, you still want that blood work at least once every 6 months, at least once a year, and you want those x-rays. And when you're with us, we will guide you with all of that. We make no money off of it, but it's for you to be able to know what's going on and to know when to celebrate or when to back off and say, oh, well, we're just going to keep going with something different. We'll guide you. But when you've been in remission for 5 years, then that's when we claim it as cure. You gotta be in cure at some point, but we won't do it for 5 years because we just don't want anything within that weakened state to appear. It's for your own good, and you should think of it as for your own good. In the States, it's remission, even though it's there, but just not moving around or growing. But if it's still there, it's got that opportunity. I hope all of this has helped to help you to understand the difference in how we work and how the U.S. works and how other countries work how we work too. It's not about the number system. It's not about hiding how many, my opinion, it's not about how many people go into remission. It's about what true remission is. It's about trying to save lives, and your life depends on it. So knowledge is everything. If you don't believe me, research it out. I think you'll find I'm right. Well, hopefully. It depends on which internet you're going to. But anyway, have a wonderful day, and thanks for being with me.